First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Jackson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The defense has always talked about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, he'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Lions will take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Lions at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Mayfield.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go wherever and ever, and it tells you you're going somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here. And
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score time, 7-7.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A gain of 6. And the Lions first down.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of the formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
Yeah, that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The defense was ready for the back-to-lead gap and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
From the 27, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Lions. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They go play action with Jackson. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Now Jackson on first down. Going right back to Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Commanders 21, Lions 14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Mayfield on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's good. For the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This is a quick incompletion. This is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Yeah, they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 2.
46-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mayfield now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Blankenship's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
He finds Kittle going across the field.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
They throw it out right complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Commanders 28, Lions 24.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, definitely we see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield off the play fake. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's once again complete to Chark. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Complete to Allen Ross St. Brown. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
In motion comes the tight end left. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run right here with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 49 yards. And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here's Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Steps away. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the 4th quarter. That's how you offer a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Lions, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
You